Hello and welcome to my world of crochet. My name is Stine and today I'm here with you for another hobby yarn haul video. And as always, we can't really talk yarn without a good cup of tea. So I have my faithful mug here with an Earl Grey tea that does contain a little bit hint of a lime. So it's like a fresher Earl Grey. But we are actually here to talk about yarn. And I received this parcel from Hobbii. And the thing is, I have recently just had a yarn haul from Hobbii and I was like, I'm good for a while, I'll be fine, we don't need to order anything else. But what happened? The last yarn haul, you saw that I bought some twister cakes, and one of the cakes I was really in love with. And they were on sale again, and the sale was actually better, slightly better, not much, than what I had paid for them. So I decided, because I have seen how they slowly increase the prices as with inflation and everything else that happens around the world. So I decided I want to stock them up because I actually do want to eventually crochet some sort of a sweater with it. So I got 2 skeins of that, and I got also, when I was looking, I wanted some stitch markers to, some thinner stitch markers, so that's some metal ones. I'll explain more about that later here in the yarn haul video. And then it contains 2 lucky bags of the lucky bags called Luckybag Shine. These Luckybag Shines are brand new to Hobbii's Luckybag collection. So I wanted to grab a pair to see what they contain and to show you guys if you guys might be interested in buying them. So this lovely parcel contains that, and let's see if I can get showing to you guys. It's a very well packed one. I think they just managed to squeeze it all in because I think this is the first one I've seen taped up more than the normal, what's on the normal pack. So the lovely cakes that I'm getting is the Twister Zen Garden. And now I'm sitting here and you can have a really good look at me and this lovely cake, which is again very natural in colors. Lovely. But look at this cake and look at my eyes. They match. Maybe that's why I love them. I don't know. I realized that when I rewatched the footage of the last yarn haul video. I'm like, oh my God, it's a perfect match. Try matching a sweater made of this yarn for me. That would be hot. Could probably do something more than that, but yeah. And since I don't really know how much I need and how I'm gonna make it and stuff like that, I already have 1 cake, but that's probably more for a shawl though. I got 2 of them because of course it's a good sale, and they've been sold out for like a long time until they got back on stock, because I have been eyeballing them for a time. I don't know what to say except I am really happy with these. They are so beautiful, and the twister cakes are super soft. They come with center start pull. Twister is 55% cotton. Let's see if I can get the right zoom here. 45% acrylic. So it's a very nice mixture. It's a 2-weight yarn. As you can see, a nice 2-weight yarn. They can be washed at 40 degrees. They can be ironed, but do not tumble dry, do not bleach. They recommend crochet hook size of 3.5 to 4 millimeters, knitting needles 3 to 4 millimeters. These cakes contain 250 grams per cake, And for those 250 grams, you do get 1,000 meters. So that's about 1,093 yards for those that's interested in yard wise. It's designed by Hobbii. So that's Hobbii in Denmark. It's made in Turkey. So it's Turkish yarn. So if you like the quality of Turkish yarn, you would love these cakes. It's colorway 52 and it's called Zen Garden. And I will of course make you guys a nice link in the description box down below if you are interested in them. The normal price, I think, for the cakes here is quite pricey compared to other cakes. But when they are on sale, they are really worth it, I think. At least that's my personal opinion. I paid like 14 euros a cake for these. So that's okay. Where the normal price is like 30 some odd euros. Like I got about 60% discount. So when they're on sale for like 50-60%, I do believe they're worth it. At least that's my personal opinion. I love them. I have 2 of them now, so that's at least more than enough for a shirt. I'm debating on getting, so the Twister cakes also come in a solid cake, which is a smaller cake, but only the same solid color. And I am debating if I should get maybe the outer edge in a solid color for that shirt. I'm not really out yet what design I want to do and stuff like that. So it's probably a project that I invested in a long time before I make it, which kind of tends to be the fact when my yarn hauls are. But I do sincerely want to make something out of this. That's for me and that's wearable. But yeah, that's for the future. So I'm just gonna put them a bit away. And then we're gonna see what else they have packed in here. We have the Hobbii candy, which is absolutely amazing because I am a candy sucker. I love candies. And then we have, I think here in the stitch markers. As you know, if you follow my yarn talk videos, is that I'm currently crocheting socks. And when I'm doing socks and other small projects that requires extremely thin yarn, like sock yarn, which is thinner than a yarn 2 weight, at least it feels thinner than a 2 weight, I wanted to get some stitch markers. But I wanted to get the metal ones, which is like, there are 45 stitch markers in these. And I'm going to take them out for you guys so you can easily see them. So they come in a little jar like this or a tin like this. And they look like, now these small metal ones. I don't know if we can even, yeah. I got them in a few different colors so that I can choose depending on the yarn. That's how they look when they're opened. They are quite pointy. So it's very good for thin yarn. It's easy to see where they are. And they don't create an extreme gap in where they're inserted. So I wanted to get a few pairs more stitch markers. I did get 2 crates because somehow stitch markers also tend to disappear over time, or they just get worn out. And what I did get was I got some in metal colors, which is like gold, silver, and bronze. And then I got these, which is like purple, green, and red. So that was just for helping tools for the future, which I think is a really, really handy dandy idea. So I'm just gonna empty this bag because the last bit of in this bag, that was my receipt. The last bit I have here are 2 lucky bags, which we are gonna look closer into. So I'm going to find you guys the description for these lucky bags, and we will value each of the lucky bag for what they have and if we think they might be worth it. So I found the description for these 2 lucky bags, and they say here, here's an exciting lucky bag containing 500 grams, which is about 2.1 pounds of mixed shiny yarn. These bags are mixed completely randomly, which means you may get skeins of different yardage, weights, and colors. You may receive a bag containing varying colors and skein types, or you may get a bag where all the skeins are the same. Whether the yarn is made of wool, cotton, or acrylic, or a blend is also a surprise. There is no way of knowing. All you know for sure is that every skein will have some sort of shine to it. So any shiny effect from the dyeing process, a reflective thread or glittery metallic fibers, well, you'll have to wait and see. Do you want to take a chance and buy a fun lucky bag? We only have a limited number in stock, so we wish you the best of luck. I got 2 of them. That helps us to see if they are similar of content. Normally the hobby bags tend to be somewhat different, at least color-wise, but often they do contain the same types of yarn. Again, it's very different because I've seen, like, with Hobbii, you really don't know. So they are indeed that we are wish the best of luck, and it's indeed going to be a surprise. They were limited a number, and I decided, let me get some, let me showcase these to you guys. I'm going to put one here on the side to me so that we can focus on one at a time. And that's how we are gonna do it. So we have here one lucky bag of 500 grams. I'm going to open it and we will see if it's something that's nice or not. The first yarn I have here is the Hobbii Starlight, which is a 60% superwash wool and 25% polyamide and 15% reflective polyester. So I do believe the Starlight here is reflective at the evening. So like if you're outside or something like that. Starlight here is 50 grams, and for those 50 grams you get 64 meters of yarn. It's considered a medium weight yarn, so a 4 weight. And they recommend a 5.5 to 6 millimeter crochet hook for this. It can be washed at 40 degrees, and they do say don't iron, don't bleach, or whatever else you could figure out doing. So it's likely a late flat to dry. So yeah, I would say this is actually, yeah, it's a decent 4 weight yarn. It's a colorway of 4. So let's see if we can actually find the Starlight on Hobbii's website so we get an idea of the price. Just to be clear, these lucky bags, I paid 22 euros a piece for these bags. So currently Starlight is on sale. Normal price is 8 euros per ball, and currently they are on sale at 3 euros 45. But we should basically look at starting price because that seems to be more fair, even though that you can always discuss if it shouldn't be the sales price. But it's a color blue. Colorway 4 is also known as a blue. And I do believe that they are reflective in the dark. Like if you're outside. So I think this would be great for like hats and stuff. Anyhow, let's see what else here is on the menu. So that was 1 Starlight. Actually, I see I have 2 of them. So that's 2 Starlights right now for this first haul. And oh, it looks like we have a lot of Starlight actually. I do have 1 more Starlight here, which is also blue. So that's 3 of them. 1, 2, 3. And it's the same here, except this label is really unclear, so it's like a poor print. It's the same yardage, everything is the same, so it's also Starlight, but in white. You know, so it's the same yarn specs, still 4 weight, and since it's white, it's just cutaway 1, and it should be called white. Natural white to be exact. I have through 2 more of these, so 3 in total. So far we've had 3 blue and 3 white. They all have this reflective thread in them. And then I have also more Starlight, but in purple by the looks of it. It's a colorway 17. Yeah, it's called purple. Again, same specs, same size, yardage, weight, etc. And I have 3 more of these, so that's all the yarn from the first. One of them lost its label, which is loose in here. It happens. But here's the 4 purple. So I basically have a lot of Starlight yarn now. I was looking at them the other day, but that was more for a different project though. Not necessarily these colors, and I was like, I'm not sure if I want to crochet in yarn size medium. Maybe I do now. I do have lots of Starlight now. I have 10 skeins of Starlight, 4 purple, 3 blue, and 3 whites. Considering this is 4 skeins, their normal price right now, so like the normal price when they're not on sale is €8 per skein. To be honest, €8 for something of this, I would not purchase at all. That's €80 for 10 skeins. That's like a lot of money. Though I do understand it's a more expensive yarn due to the reflective thread that's in there and stuff like that. I 100% understand. It's just not something that I personally would pay for. Right now they're for sale. So each skein instead of €8 is now €3.45, which is about, according to Hobbie's website, it's 57% discount. Even though at €3.45 in 10 skeins would be €34.50. We still make a good deal here because I only paid €22 for it, which is like €2.20 per skein. So honestly, that's almost 75%, 70% discount or something like that on this yarn. So this lucky bag was a killer of a deal, at least if you want Starlight. I'm just gonna move the Starlights here a bit away. And then I sort of hope the next bag isn't with Starlight, because that would be kind of boring. But at the same time, if it is, I can make a bigger project. It does feel like it contains a lot of yarn skeins, so I do have this feeling it's another bag of Starlight, which is okay. It's a killer deal, and if I don't know what to make from it, I can always throw it in a giveaway. Oh my. We have Starlight. Surprise! In white. And we have one more in white. And we have one more in white. So another 3 white Starlight cakes. And we have 1 in blue. We have 2 in blue. And we have a 3 in blue. So that's another 3. So far we are identical with the other. And the last one, wow, 4 purple. So this is an exact identical lucky bag as the one I had previously. Like no difference in color or amount of skeins. Well, the amount of skeins is logic because they say 50 grams and they are, or not, 500 grams in total in the lucky bag, and the skeins are 50 grams each, so there is supposed to be 10 skeins in them. So that's not a surprise. I would have been sad if I had missed some grams, and I would have contacted Hobbii. They're usually really good at making up for that. But these were exactly 2 identical, 100% identical Lucky Shine bags, which is cool. You know, the risk is you get the same, but they could also have been different. I had sort of hoped a little bit to get something different because, yeah, it's just more fun to see when they're different. I think this is the first time ever that I have received a lucky bag from Hobbii when they were identical. Like I've done the cake bags and I've had 3 that were identical and the last were different and stuff like that. But this is the first 100% identical 2 bags I've ever had. It could be a lucky draw. You know, they make all these way in advance and they have a big stockpile of these lucky bags and then they throw them first on the website. And you don't know if you've just been unlucky or not, because it could easily be that there are bags that's not containing the same. But I would say there is a big chance that you might get the Starlight if you get a Luckybag Shine. And if you don't, and you still ordered one of these Luckybag Shines from Hobbii, do please log me down below, especially if you made a video recording of it, because I would really like to know and to watch. because I always think it's interesting to compare my yarn hauls of the Lucky Bags with other people's Lucky Bag yarn hauls. So in total I had from 2 Lucky Bags 6 blue, and I also had 6 white, if I can actually get them all together. 6 whites. And I'm not sure I can hold all the purple, so I'm just gonna show you guys half of them and the 6 purple. And we can also hold them up together, like, so you can see the different colors, or even like this, so you can compare. Oopsie daisy, it's not really quite that easy. They're living small things. This is how they look individually, and you can see the flex, which is the reflective thread. And they should be reflective in the dark, which is kind of cool, at least for a winter day here in Europe. And if you want to walk outside or something like that, so that will probably be great for hats or scarves or something like that. And it's wool, so it helps keep you warm. So, hey, that's kind of cool. That's it for now. That's about my yarn haul. And I do hope that you had a great time watching. I hope that this yarn haul was useful for you to watch as well, to have an idea of what you're getting from either the Lucky Bags or whatever. If you like this video, do not forget to give me a like, because that helps my channel. And if you haven't done it yet, don't forget to subscribe to my channel so that you get notified also as well by hitting this little bell down there to get the notifications whenever I post new videos and stuff like that. Your support is very much appreciated, and that's what's helping me and motivating me to keep doing what I do. I wish you all a very great week ahead, and happy crocheting, happy crafting, until I see you guys again in the next video. Take care. Bye.